start. We might see him in relief, but Reyes will start opposite Liberatore tonight. And Libby, last time out, really struggled against the Nashville Sounds. He gave up a season-high 7 earned runs in 4 2/3 innings, but after giving up early runs in that first frame, it was smooth sailing up until that 5th when he gave up a grand slam.
Now, a little late coming out of the tunnel here, so got to make sure he's ready to roll in this ball game. But hey, like we said, he could be the guy that could be that stopper. Liberatore being that. Come out, give this team some length. You saved some of your 8 bullpen aces yesterday with some good length from Grant Black. So again, you can focus on these last 2 games in this series. Win today, take care of business tomorrow. You're back fighting for where you wanted to be.
And as you mentioned, just getting ready before the start of this one. And Liberatore getting in the right mindset to go out and shove against the Norfolk Tide, the team that has hit the ball very well this entire series. Norfolk also pitching pretty well. They shut out Memphis twice already, a 1-0 victory on Wednesday, and then a 5-0 victory in Game 2 on Thursday. Let's get you started with the lineups. We'll start with the visiting Norfolk Tides. Jordan Westberg will start and play second base. Joey Ortiz is at shortstop playing second. Batting third in center field is Colton Kauser. Batting fourth, the DH is Tyler Nevin. Batting fifth over at first base, Kelvin Gutierrez. Batting sixth and playing left field is Richie Martin. Batting seventh in right, Yusniel Diaz. Batting eighth, the third baseman, Katie Grenier. And batting ninth and catching is Ramon Rodriguez. Liberatore getting some mud out of his cleats before hopping back on the mound. A lot of diamond dust, a lot of rain earlier today. Lots of rain this morning. Tarpers on the field about an hour beforehand, and they were able to pull it off the infield, get this thing ready as we get set to get underway.
Liberatore may have it in his cleats, but I think I might have some in my socks, Jack.
Alex,
game time.
Alex was helping out, breaking the infield. It looks pretty good. Been a couple of tough hops this series, but you know who to blame this time. Liberatore pitching to Pedro Pajes this afternoon. Memphis comes in at 65 and 68. You've got the official word, we're playing ball here at AutoZone Park. 65 and 68 for the Tides as well. This is the most games below 500 Memphis has been all season. And they are 16 and a half games back of Nashville in the West Division. Playoffs are about to be kissed goodbye.
Yeah, when thinking elimination, it'll take a Nashville win today and a Memphis Redbirds loss to be out of contention.
So that might get wrapped up before this weekend is over. We'll see if Liberatore and Memphis can put a stop to that. Jordan Westberg to step in right side against the southpaw. And the first pitch in. And it missed outside. 3:07, your official start time, about 2 minutes behind schedule. Pretty good temperature, a little muggy out, about 76 degrees. Westberg takes the pitch up. They appeal the check swing, but he did not go around. Westberg has led off a couple of games now with doubles. Here's the 2-0. Outside corner, apparently non-existent in the early goings with David Martinez's zone. He's behind the dish calling balls and strikes. 3-0. Okay. Same spot, different result. Down the third base line is Randy Rosenberg, and down the first base line, Robert Nunez. Now the 3-1. Fastball way outside, and it's a 5-pitch walk to Westberg. First two batters in this lineup, Alex, have just crushed the ball this series. Both Westberg and Joey Ortiz are hitting .421. They are both 8 for 19. Westberg has 2 RBIs. Ortiz has 5, including a 3-run homer earlier in this series. First pitch to him is a curveball that missed inside. Ortiz in his first week at the AAA level. He's been fantastic. Playing shortstop, and he fouls this next pitch off. It's 1-1. Matthew Liberatore, the 22-year-old left-hander from Peoria, Arizona, sports a 5-7 record and a 5.42 ERA. The pitch, fouled back. That's off the netting and into the Tides dugout. 19th start of the season for Liberatore. The pitch, we'll have to wait. It goes the first. Now the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Liberatore gets him with a fastball upstairs. That fastball at 95. And Matthew Liberatore, 4-pitch mix. He's got good stuff, but, you know, start to consistency, not always there. And it's been a up and down season for Libby. Snap throw to first. Back with a dive is Westberg. Both figuratively and literally, he has been up and down with the Cardinals several times, making his major league debut this year. A pitch home to Colton Cowser is a called strike. Liberatore, 19 starts with Memphis, 8 appearances with the Cardinals, including 6 starts. Similar ERA at 5.46. 0-1 pitch, and that missed inside to Cowser. Opposite to Westberg and Ortiz, Cowser's had a really rough series. He's 0 for 15. One. Runner takes off. The pitch, called strike, throw down. Not in time. Looks like Westberg just got in there ahead of the tag. Solid throw from Pajes, maybe a little high, but you'd rather that. Decent tag there by Robertson, too. 7th stolen base for Westberg at AAA. So a runner in scoring position early for the Tides. Liberatore with the 1-2. That missed away, and Pajes stayed in front. Liberatore, this season, the first inning, the first and the third inning, those have been the toughest for him. He's given up 24 hits in the first inning at AAA. That's the most in any frame for him this year. 2-2, grounded right back to Liberatore, and he caught it, and now has Westberg in a rundown. Smartly sprints at him. Robertson will throw it to Spangenberg, and they get Westberg. Advancing to second on the fielder's choice is Cowser. Good job from Liberatore to get the lead runner there, and smart base running from Cowser to get all the way around to second. So they get the second out, and now Tyler Nevin will have a chance to hit with the runner in scoring position. Good composure there from Liberatore, and Here comes the designated hitter, Tyler Nevin. From the stretch. Fastball, and that missed down the middle. One 0. Swinging a high fly ball that's hit to right field. Gomez backing up on it, now settles under it, and will wait to make the catch. Man, that hung up there, but Gomez hung on to it. And Liberatore strands a runner in scoring position. We'll head to the home half of the first. Redbirds lineup on the other side of the break.
Leading off for your Redbirds, shortstop number 3, Kramer Robertson.
Scoreless as we head to the bottom of the first. And a nice round of applause for Kramer Robertson as he steps in right side against Denji Reyes. Tall right-handed pitcher from the windup. Deals a first pitch high. Cloudy skies overhead here on a Saturday afternoon, but the rain holding off so far. 1-0. And that misses outside. Robertson, Hurst, and Yepes, the first 3 due up in the Redbirds lineup. Shortstop had 2 walks last night. Chops this foul. Reyes, really tall righty. 6'4", 255 pounds. He's a big body on the mound. And he uses every bit of that length to throw home. 2-1, and there's a called strike on the outer half. That outside corner is just going to be a mystery all afternoon. 2-2. Breaking ball, checked his swing, and they got him. Robertson, a rare strikeout. And Reyes sets him down for the first out.
For your Redbirds, center fielder number 32, Scott Hurst.
8th start for Reyes, 13th appearance. He usually makes bullpen appearances. With Norfolk 0-5 and a 7.50 ERA. Scott Hurst watches a breaking ball low. Doesn't strike out a ton of batters, but rarely walks hitters. The 1-0. Swinging a hard grounder, pulled to second. Westberg will throw to first and retire Hurst. And there is out number 2. Defensive alignment for the Tides. They have Richie Martin in left field. Out in center is Colton Cowser. Yusniel Diaz isn't right. On the left side of the infield, Caden Grenier is at third base. Joey Ortiz, the shortstop. You just met Westberg at second. Over at first is Gutierrez, and behind the dish, Ramon Rodriguez. Here's Juan Yepes with 2 down. First pitch hit on the ground towards third. Grenier up with it. Lofted throw to first, and that will retire the Redbirds in order. We'll head to the second, still scoreless. Tides and Redbirds here on a Saturday afternoon. That missed outside. Now the 1-0. Fouled straight back. Gutierrez, Martin, and Diaz due up. 6-7. Make that 5, 6, and 7 in the lineup. Liberatore walked the first batter that he faced, Westberg, but able to retire the next 3. Here's the 1-1. Check swing and a fastball missed out. They'll appeal down, and Gutierrez went around. Light round of applause there from the crowd. Tides winners of 10 of their last 12. They've been playing pretty good baseball, and that's even after their heavy hitters left the lineup. Here's the 1-2. That missed up. Gunnar Henderson got promoted. He's been at the big league level for about 2 weeks now. DL Hall, one of their best pitchers, has gone up and down twice now. 2-2 rocket shot into center. And there's a base hit for Gutierrez. He hammered that pitch. That's the game's first hit. And that'll bring up Richie Martin.
Hitter number 1, Richie Martin.
Lots of arms going up and down to Baltimore. Mike Baumann pitched earlier this week with the Orioles, as did Bruce Zimmerman. And Zimmerman is scheduled to start tomorrow. We had inklings that Baumann was going to start today. First pitch is a breaking ball, and that's in there for a strike to Martin. Liberatore likes to start off at bats with that curveball. It's a good pitch. Sometimes it'll hang around in the zone. Ahead in the count, and the 0-1. Fastball missed inside. Martin, a good runner. One. That's fouled back over the dugout. Short lead there for Gutierrez, and the 1-2. Breaking ball, that crossed up Martin, but he got a piece of it. Third start against the Tides for Liberatore this season. The first one was an exciting one. It was against Grayson Rodriguez back in May, and that was the MILB Game of the Week, Game of the Month, excuse me. Two top pitching prospects who, at the time, had yet to make their major league debuts. Rodriguez was sidelined with an injury a little later. 1-2 is fouled straight back. And he's in the process of rehabbing right now to get back to the AAA level. Liberatore did not factor into the decision in that game. He allowed a run in 6 innings of work, and in his last inning, he loaded the bases, and then he struck out a batter to end the frame. The 1-2. Breaking ball, and that's hit softly back up the middle. Robertson has it. Quick throw, flip to second. And they get Gutierrez the lead runner, but no return throw to try and get Martin. So there's the first out of the inning. That game ended exactly how everybody in at MLB who had chosen that game to be the MILB Game of the Month. It ended how everybody hoped it would, with Adley Rutschman hitting a go-ahead home run, and then Nolan Gorman hitting a go-ahead home run. First pitch is high to Yusniel Diaz. And now both of those guys are killing it up in the majors. I mean, Rutschman is becoming one of the best catchers at the major league level already. Throw to first, and Martin is back. Nolan Gorman hitting the ball very well for the Cardinals, and we talked about him last night a little bit, the platoon splits. Facing mostly right-handers. Runner takes off, and that pitch is spoiled foul. Pops off the top of the netting, and it almost hits Diaz as it comes down. Top of that net is pretty taut. One pitch. That's low in. Two one. Breaking ball, that's inside. Went back to that curve. The pitch. Rocket shot right back up the middle again. Martin is going to take third, and Hurst, his throw goes into second. So that's two very hard hit singles back up the middle, one from Gutierrez and the other from Diaz.
Yeah, they've both been on fastballs over the heart of the plate. First one at 95 miles an hour. This one came in at 94. As we've seen in this series, pretty much anybody in the lineup for the Norfolk Tides can put that good wood on the baseball and start a big rally.
Here's Caden Grenier. First pitch. That's high. 34 total pitches for Liberatore. 16 for balls, 18 for strikes. The 1-0. Breaking ball, that drops in for a called strike. Alex, you mentioned the fastball is the one that's gotten hit around. In his last start against Nashville, he was getting squeezed a little bit on the outside corner. So that last at bat to Feliciano, he was just throwing fastball after fastball after fastball. 1-1 is flared. Right side into foul ground. Yepes is going to watch it go into the seats.
And 5 of the 7 runs that he allowed came after 3 straight pitches that would have been strike 3 to end an inning.
Yeah.
Instead, they were all called balls, loaded the bases, grand slam happens. The rest is history.
A lot of borderline pitches. And because they didn't go Liberatore's way, he kind of just said, screw this, I'm going to throw fastballs, and I'm just going to get it over the plate. The 1-2, a breaking ball that's left in. The frustration has been palpable at times just because of how good a pitcher Liberatore is. Sometimes the results haven't shown this year. Runner takes off, 2-2, swing and a miss. Pajes has got him caught at second. They throw down after a hesitation from Diaz. Now Baldoquin back to Spangenberg, and they've got Martin in a pickle. Spangenberg gets him before he scores, and it's a double play. Strike him out and get him in a pickle.
Yeah, that's a planned play by Norfolk there to try to steal a run. They're going to have the runner Diaz go up short of second, get it in a rundown, knowing that strike 3, trying to get that run home, but the Redbirds played it well. Another scoreless frame.
Second strikeout will go to the bottom of the second, still scoreless. For Memphis, who has been giving up early runs in these ball games. Moises Gomez swings, softly lines this into center, and that's going to fall for a base hit. First hit of the game for Memphis. Gomez, who had his 6-game streak snapped yesterday. Here comes Luca Baker, the DH. Late addition to the lineup. It was supposed to be Ivan Herrera. First pitch to Baker, and that misses outside. Herrera had a great night last night, 2 home runs, 3 RBIs. Baker 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Tough series for him so far. One pitch, and the fastball missed away. But he's still gotten good pieces. Two-one. That's fouled into the stands. Reyes also make that Baker not playing as consistently with the addition to Yepes on the roster. He's getting more time at first, starting there today. 2-2, swinging a soft line drive. That's going to get down into left. Baker's got himself a hit, and now 2 runners on to start off the second.
Yeah, good inning to find a momentum here. Of course, Liberatore's gotten out of a couple innings thanks to a couple of rundowns outside the base paths. Now your first two reach here on solid contact. The right guy at the plate is very hot in terms of cashing in on those RBI chances.
Good game last night for Coulter, 2 for 3 effort with a walk. And he also had an outfield assist. First pitch, a big swing and a miss. 2 outfield assists. Imagine that. Clint Coulter, who is listed on the roster as a catcher, they're just trying to get him playing time in the field so they can get his bat in the lineup. 0-1, a swing and miss. That's a really nice off-speed pitch from Reyes. Coulter down in the count, 0-2. He has 2 on, nobody out in a scoreless ball game. Long look at second, the pitch. Cue shot, funky spin. Gutierrez has it, goes to second for 1. The relay throw is in time. And Gomez advancing to third on the double play. That ball had a ton of spin on it. Gutierrez hung with it. Made a quality play and a strong throw from Ortiz at short.
Yeah, close play. Couldn't really tell on that replay. But good job to get that ball out of your glove quickly and give yourself a chance to get to it. That's a huge double play.
Here's Pedro Pajes. Takes a strike on the outer half. Pajes the catcher. The 0-1. He went around on the check swing and got a piece of it. Short lead at third for Gomez. And the 0-2. Fastball missed high. Pajes 1 for 5 in this series. Does have 2 RBIs. The 1-2. Swinging a foul, that's out of play. He had a big hit back in the first game on Thursday. In a 3-1 ball game with the bases loaded, Pajes tallied an RBI single to bring the game within 1. Memphis ultimately dropping that 7-2. 1-2, and the slider missed out. Also had an RBI in Tuesday's 12-0 win for Memphis. Now the 2-2 pitch. Leaves a breaking ball outside, and he's worked the count full here. Trying to push that run in from third. Payoff pitch from Reyes. Swing and a miss. Pulled the string on a breaking ball in the zone, and Memphis leaves the runner at third. We're 2 complete and head to the third. Still scoreless at AutoZone Park. Ramon Rodriguez will step in as the batter. 9-hitter for the Tides, and what a start to his AAA career. Rodriguez hitting .714. First pitch in. There's a strike on the outer half. This is his 5th game, and in the previous 4, he's had 3 hits 3 times. Fouls this pitch off. Right now is 10 for 14. Not only does he have a hit in each of the games, but he also has at least 1 RBI with 6 total runs driven in. 0-2 from Liberatore. A breaking ball that hangs outside. From the windup, the 1-2. Swinging a foul. Ricochets off the screen, and Westberg will flip it to the bat boy. Good to see Liberatore get ahead of a hitter to start the second inning, or excuse me, to start the third. The 1-2, check swing. Did he go? Yeah, he did. Robert Nunez pretty emphatic about that out call. And there's the third strikeout for Liberatore. First time that he has retired a leadoff hitter.
Second baseman number 26.
You're getting the feeling in this series that anytime anybody checks a swing, it's been called, they go around, and hey, I'm not complaining about that at all. Keep the line moving. You get close, you wanted to swing at it, then you realized, oh, this pitch is too nasty. You got fooled. It's a strike.
Westberg skipped over the first offering from Liberatore. Leadoff batter, walked in the first, also stole second. And the 1-0. Fastball's fouled straight back.
Of course, Jack, you can ask me that again, how I feel about it if a Redbird gets rung up.
We'll revisit it. I don't know, we're pretty, try to be unbiased. 1-1 is low, as much as we can.
Just because we try doesn't mean we succeed.
That's the truth. The 2-1. Swing and a miss on a high. Looked like it was a changeup. Westberg, the Mississippi State product. 30th overall pick for the Orioles. Two-two delivery. Breaking ball, that missed low, and the count runs full. His teammate at Mississippi State, Justin Foscue, drafted number 14 overall. 3-2 pitch, a one-hopper. Baldocchini with a nice play, spins and throws to first to get the out. First action for Baldocchini in about a month. And he makes a great play at second.
Yeah, nice to have him back healthy. Activated before the ball game. He's game ready.
Here comes Joey Ortiz. Struck out in the first inning. First pitch. Misses outside. And the 1-0. There's a strike. One. Swing and a foul ball. That's going to find the stands. Ortiz, a fourth-round pick back in 2019 out of New Mexico State. And Las Cruces. The 1-2. Breaking ball skips in. He had a ridiculous 2019 season with New Mexico. Hit .422 in 55 games. 2-2 bounces in and the count runs full. And he also drove in 84 runs. Totaled 175 bases. I mean, this guy was absolutely phenomenal his junior year. 3-2, and that's fouled off. Played in the New York Penn League that season after he was drafted. Liberatore with a 3-2 pitch. Chopper off the plate. Baldocchini takes it at the belt and throws to first on the run. Liberatore sets down the side here in the top of the third. We'll go to the home half. Home team still looking for a score. Bottom three, Corey Spangenberg to lead it off. Still no score between Norfolk and Memphis on a Saturday afternoon. Still pretty cloudy here, but the rain holding off. Lights are on at AutoZone Park. First pitch from Reyes. That's fouled off. Spangenberg, that batting average starting to climb. Now at 238. Last night reached in his last at bat. 0-1, swinging a fly ball. Hit to left. Towards the line is Martin, and he will make the catch. Reaching in his last plate appearance, Spangenberg, a 14-game on base streak, but it will have to wait after the flyout. So here comes Roberto Baldoquin. Made two good defensive plays at second in the field. And now coming to the plate for the first time in nearly a month. Takes a strike right at the numbers. Baldoquin last played for Memphis back on August 12th, and then he hit the injured list. Awaits the 0-1. Breaking ball, that's hit on a bounce to Westberg at second. He'll throw to first. Second baseman grounds out to second baseman for out number 2. Denji Reyes has been nasty. Faced one over the minimum. Gave up 2 hits first time through the lineup, but did erase one of those with the ground ball double play. Picked up 2 strikeouts, including one to the leadoff man in Kramer Robertson. He steps in right side. And the first pitch. Breaking ball slides across the zone. It's a slider that it does just that. It slides. Doesn't really bite. 0-1, and the pitch hangs up for ball 1. But paired with a good fastball that has a lot of barreling movement towards home, it's a good pitch. There's a taken strike on the outer half, and Robertson down in the count 1-2. Slightly open stance and the 1-2. Check swing, fastball up. Did he go? No. And that time, Alex, a very calm, a very quaint, safe call from Robert Nunez. Now the 2-2 delivery. Chopper foul. Robertson really gets the barrel up towards his head on pitches like that. Will swing down on the ball. A lot of the time fouling stuff off. Last night came up in a big spot with 2 runners on, down 2. Hit a deep fly ball to center. 2-2, checked his swing, and that time he went around. We didn't even need Nunez to ring him up. It was David Martinez, the home plate umpire. So third strikeout for Reyes. We're 3 complete. Alex Coyle will take over with the play-by-play when we return.
Fastball at 94 up and in. Cowser last time reached on a fielder's choice. Was tapped right back to Liberatore. Sprinted, ran the runner at second base at the time. Westberg back, got into a rundown, ended up tagging him out. Fastball's up and in. Each team with no runs, each team with 2 hits, each team with no errors on this Saturday afternoon. 1-1. Good looking breaking ball. 7 more home games on the 2022 season after this one. 1-2 pitch from Liberatore. Goes the breaking ball low and away. Gets through Pedro Pajes. Of course, Cowser at the plate. He's still looking for that first base hit of the series. Was hit by a pitch last night. Walked the night before, so he's starting to get on base a little bit more. That AAA average down to 0.77, and as I say that, there it is. First hit of the series for Kauser. Got to feel good for him. Turned around 94 and rocketed it on a couple of bounces into center field. Leadoff base hit. Third time in now 4 innings that the leadoff man has reached against Liberatore. He's Tyler Nevin now. Flied to right, that to end the first inning. Wishes Gomez out there to make the play. It's really big for Liberatore to get through the third. The majority of the runs against him are in those first 3 innings. Actually 21 runs in the third as he allowed it outside. He's allowed just 1 run in the 4th inning of his starts, though, on 8 hits. Really calms things down. Second time through that order, really the back half of the order as well. 1-0. That'll be a strike on the corner. It's a call he wasn't getting earlier in the ball game, but he'll welcome it. 3 of his strikeouts swinging. Lots of outs on the ground, just 1 in the air. 1-1. Way late. Expecting something else. Got a little slider outside. Nevin that only out in the air. Get him back in the first. One-two pitch. Swing and a miss. Went with a fastball. If you're late on the off speed, bring in 95. You'll be late on that. And that's strikeout number 4 for Liberatore. Good looking.
No, Jordan expenses the game. First baseman number 12, Tony Gutierrez.
Gutierrez a hard hit single his last time. That was lead off the second inning. Was erased on a fielder's choice off the bat of Richie Martin. Runner at first, 1 out, top of the 4th. They'll have a pickoff attempt over there. Yepez catches the high throw. Next out, the Liberatore gets reach 100 innings on this season. Breaking ball low and in. 99 2/3 right now. That ERA at 5.24 on the season. 1-0. That's at the knees, a strike. Good movement on that. Liberatore's 19th start. Trying to bounce back after a tough outing. First 3 innings have gone so far so good. 1-1 pitch. Little jam shot pop up right side. Foul territory. Yepez makes the catch. Even 100 innings on the 2022 season for Liberatore. Now there are 2 outs here in the 4th inning. Kauser, after leading off the inning with a base hit, he's still at first. Richie Martin, a fielder's choice, his lone plate appearance, comes back to the plate. Richie didn't play last night, walked in his most recent plate appearance. That was in game 2. Ground ball. Robertson backhand flipped the ball to Keen cover in second. Another smooth inning for Matthew Liberatore. Works around a leadoff base hit. 0-0, bottom of the 4th. Hurst, Yepez, Gomez to the plate for the Redbirds. Another 1-2 to Hurst. will be inside. A lot of things going on in Memphis on this Saturday. 2-2. It's in the air out towards right. Hits pretty well. Diaz will watch that one fly out of here. Scott Hurst a homer. His first home run since July 28th against this very team at this very stadium. Kept on caring, stuck up there. Redbirds have a lead. Leadoff home run for Scott Hurst in the fourth. It's his 8th long ball of the year. Yepes got the foot down a little too soon, took the pitch anyway, 1-0. Ground out victim his last time as well. It was Caden Grenier at third base that made that play to end the first inning. 1-0. That's at the knees. Of course, have the Southern Heritage Classic over at the Liberty Bowl this week. Jackson State and Tennessee State. He had the play ball event earlier today right here on this very field. That's popped up straight up on the infield. First baseman Gutierrez here in the bag. Makes the catch.
Now batting for your Redbirds, the Naughty Trashes Tennessee cleanup. Right fielder, number 31, 26, Gomez.
Versus Gomez, a base hit his last time, his 4th hit of the series. Now 4 for 16. Line shot into left, that'll fall down. Now 5 for 17. 2 for 2 today. Second base hit of the frame for the Redbirds. Trying to add on to that 1-0 lead. Given to him by Scott Hurst's long ball. Lincoln Baker also singled, but he was quickly erased on the double play off the bat of Clint Coulter in that second inning. Baker now 2 for 11 this series. Right on that pitch, found it straight back, 91. Norfolk with a right-hander starting to toss in that bullpen. 45 pitches for Reyes so far. That's hit well out towards right center. Diaz will go back. Like to catch toward that gap. Another loud sound. Baker just took it the opposite way. 2 outs.
Now batting for your Redbirds, left fielder, number 40, Clint Coulter.
Coulter getting his 13th start out in left today. Most of any position for him. That's hit pretty well out towards left. Down that line. That's going to drift just foul. Gomez, a great jump on it. He would have scored. Already almost halfway to third when that thing fell. Of course, Clint, as Jack mentioned earlier in the game, listed as a catcher on the roster. That's the next most appearances for him. He started 11 games behind the plate. Handful at third 3 times. DH 7 times. Also in right field. A handful of times as well. 0-1 pitch to him. Big pull shift on. That's going to miss low, maybe in. They've got Gutierrez holding on Gomez, and then the next closest player to him, other than the pitcher Reyes, is Westberg. He's the second baseman playing the normal shortstop position. 1-1. That's off the end of the bat, out towards left. It's Martin. And it's the inning. 1 home run, 1 run for the Redbirds. Hurst leads off the frame, 1-0. So we're into the 5th.
Now batting right fielder, number 17, is Neil Diaz.
Matthew Liberatore with some room to work. Slimmest of margins, but it's a margin nonetheless. Home run from Scott Hurst in the bottom of the fourth inning to lead off that frame. First pitch at the top of the fifth is outside to Diaz. He's Neal, the right fielder, base hit his last time. Bottom third of the order. Finished the second time through. Breaking ball goes outside. All right, Jack. What are your thoughts on having a pig as a pet? 2-0. I'll go out of play.
I am here for it. I'm absolutely here for the pig as the pet. I don't, to each their own. I personally wouldn't get a pig as my pet. But that thing must be fun scampering around the hallways. Do you endorse a pig as a pet?
I'm going to keep my comments to myself, Jack.
Oh, okay. No pig.
2-2. Ground ball. Tough play. Spangenberg. Smooth throw. They get Diaz. He's made some really cool defensive plays this week. He's really hitting his stride here late in the season. Going to finish this year strong at the plate, in the field, everywhere.
Just seamless, really.
And
And that is the, Corey Spangenberg. That was a first-round draft pick, a guy who fields well, hits well, can run the bases.
Grenier watches one up and away. So the reason I won't say anything about the pig is I like breakfast too much. And I'll leave it at that. 1-0 just outside. Wonder how hard they are to clean up after.
Probably a lot of mud tracks. It's not necessarily a cuddly pet.
I wouldn't want it to be, no. 3-0.
But the pig that's in attendance today is so chill.
Now, is it a pig or is it a razorback? Not too, or you're just across the river. Swinging a miss, 3-2.
Well, whatever it is, it's tiny.
Number 24 strikeouts through 4 1/3. Grenier spoils one to prevent number 5 at least for one more pitch. Arkansas, 14-point win over South Carolina tonight. 44-30. 3-2. One hopper up the middle, just past the outstretched dive of Robertson. Grenier, big turnaround first. He'll slam on the brakes. Don't want to test that arm of Coulter. Throwing a man at the plate. Got another outfield assist last night. Fourth hit for Norfolk.
Catcher number 48, Ramon Rodriguez.
Cloudy, hazy day. Glad the rain has let this one be playable. That'll get away from Pajes. His throw down is late. Aldequin will try to deke as if it went into center. Grenier not buying. Good new baseball. Third time that Norfolk has gotten a runner in scoring position. Did so in the first. That runner was stranded. Did so in the second. Runner ended up being thrown out in a rundown between home and third. Rodriguez struck out swinging his last time. Ground ball, foul wide of third. Renner at second base, a one-out single. Followed the Yusniel Diaz ground out to third in this inning. Crowd wanting a fifth strikeout from Liberatore here. Long look in. Comes set with 3 seconds on the pitch clock. Lifts the leg with one. It's fouled back to the screen. Liberatore, the third pitcher, Jack, on the Redbirds to get to 100 innings in AAA. Joining Thomas and Parsons.
He also got to 100 strikeouts.
Did so with the strikeout back in the third. That's rocketed foul off the screen. He now takes a lead with his 4 tonight over Connor Thomas, who has an even 100.
And Liberatore for a while there was at the top of the leaderboards in the International League, but when he started to make some outings with the Cardinals, obviously that dwindled.
It's another one there. Went up and away with a breaking ball. And Rodriguez on that fastball, fouling it off a couple of times. Why not go with the slow stuff? 5 Ks through 4 and 2.
Yeah, and I think that he was expecting the breaking ball to maybe drop a little bit. But he swings right through that.
Now he'll get back to that top of the order. Jordan Westberg 0 for 1 with a walk and a stolen base. If you had to take one guess on who is 4th on the strikeout list for the Redbirds this season, what would it be?
That's a good question.
No cheating over there. That's right back up the box, and it's grabbed by Liberatore. Can't hit it much harder, but right into the glove of Libby. He is through 5. A big 0 on that board. Redbirds a chance to add on to their 1-0 lead. One and 2 record, a 4.50 ERA in AAA. This is his 15th appearance. Right-hander's first pitch off the end of the bat, skied towards left center. Long run over and in for Kauser, will make the play. Bottom third of this batting order for the Redbirds. Spot is retired. Now Spangenberg and Baldachin. Kenji Reyes, pretty good game. Really just one blemish. That solo home run to lead off the 4th on the bat of Hurst. He went 4 innings, 4 hits, 1 run. Of course earned, no walks and 3 strikeouts. Gave Norfolk some length, a team that has used a ton of its bullpen in this series, especially to start. We'll go to Sulcer. Fire one just a bit low to Corey Spangenberg. Made the nice play to start the 5th inning. Corey takes one in that same spot. Of course, Jack mentioned in his last plate appearance, Spangenberg on a bit of a hot streak. 14 straight games on base. Taps out one foul off the hands of the bat boy down there. It's time to protect some of the coaching staff. Flip it to some young fans. Now we just need Jake Rich in that home plate dugout to make a play. That's going to beat the shift right where the normal shortstop would be. Spangenberg now on base in 15 straight games. Also, Jack extends his season long in a hitting streak as well. Now up to 9.
He's just seen the ball really well, and a lot of hits almost like that. We've seen in this series a lot of bouncers back up the middle. Stayed really simple in his approach, and it's paid off.
Baldachin, he grounded out to his second base counterpart. That's Westberg. Lines one off the end of the bat over the screen. And out of play. Sulzer, a guy that's made his major league debut this season. 26 against Milwaukee, 2 2/3. And the year with Pittsburgh. That's a line shot down the left field line. Spangenberg, he's going to think to go to third. Will he get waved home by Johnson? Stop sign goes up late. But a double down the left field line for Roberto Boniquin, his first hit off the IL.
And he roped it too.
Now batting for your Redbirds, shortstop, number 3, Kramer Robertson.
That helps to flip it back to the top of the order. Kramer Robertson 0 for 2, 2 Ks. 2 at the scoring position, so they'll bring the infield in. Will Norfolk. That's left away. Sulzer, some family ties to Baltimore. Of course, he was claimed by the Orioles back on May 14th this season. But Bo's brother Cole, former reliever for them as well, major league level. 1-0 pitch to Robertson. He leaves that outside. Kramer 0 for 3 last night, but did walk a pair of times. First time was in front of a home run from Ivan Herrera. 1 of 2 for the Redbirds catcher. Count is 2-0 on him.
Big at bat here with 1 out in the inning. And you'd love to be able to give yourself some insurance runs, come away with runs in this situation.
Especially with the middle of the order coming up next. First a home run his last time at the plate. 3-0 pitch. Swinging is Robertson. Pops it up right side. And that gets out of play. What do you think of the green light there?
I like it. If it's in the wheelhouse, all you need is a deep fly ball.
Three balls and a strike. Slow. Ball 4. They're loaded. Does set up the tumble play, but Hurst with good speed.
That's 4 walks in this series for Robertson.
Now batting for your Redbirds, center fielder, number 32, Scott Hurst.
Scott grounded in his 6th double play so far this season. It's 10th most on the Redbirds. Running left side with the pull shift on. Strike inside and at the knees. Got a hold of one his last time, went deep to right center, 387 feet, high arcing. Solo home run, his 8th of the season. Facing Sulzer here, 1 out, they're loaded. That's a line shot, that's gonna get into right. Runners had to hold up to make sure it got through. An RBI base hit for Hurst. He has both of them for Memphis today. And they remain loaded for Juan Yepez.
Good piece of hitting from Hurst, and you mentioned runners having to hold up. Robertson really had to put his head down and sprint into second base. He was close to that first base bag, but he got there in plenty of time.
On visit now from Rodriguez to go out there to talk to Sulzer. Yepez, a very dangerous bat. Having himself a successful series as well, really a successful time. Back down at AAA. Started it a rehab assignment, optioned down, called back up for a day, brought back down again. Still the same hitter he's always been at this AAA level. Chance to break this ball game open here in the bottom of the 5th. First pitch out in front of it, taps it back to the screen. Yepes came in 5 for 18 in the series, 0 for 2 today. There's a home run, 3 RBIs. Late on that one. It's hit .308 since coming back, 14 games with the Redbirds. 6 homers, 19 RBIs. That OPS, 956. He's hit safely in 15 to 21 games since August 9th.
Yeah, he just doesn't stop. Lots of swings, but that's always what you're going to get. He's just so good at making contact.
Can't make contact there. 2 outs.
Now batting for your Redbirds, the nobody trenches Tennessee.
That one a little up.
Right fielder, number 31, Moises.
And Yepes at the big league level, he chased a lot of pitches outside the zone. He's followed him.
Ace is still loaded for Gomez, 2 for 2. Both base hits. Is it low?
Watching this guy hit all season has been so much fun. You just don't know what to expect. You could come to the ballpark on any given day with him in the lineup, and you might see a 500-foot home run.
Be a good time for one right here. Aces loaded, 1 run in on a Scott Hurst base hit. 2-0 Redbirds, bottom 5. How's it back?
Sulcer's being very careful right now. Hasn't put anything near the heart of the zone. There's a pitch up, there's a pitch away that Gomez fights off, has left everything low.
Out to left. Martin there. Ends the inning. Redbirds get the bases loaded. They score 1 on an RBI base hit from Scott Hurst. He has both tallies for Memphis today. It's 2-0. Go to the 6th. Offense chipping away in bottom half of innings. Getting 1 run in the 4th, 1 run in the 5th. Giving some room for Matthew Liberatore to work with. Ortiz, Cowser, Nevin, 2, 3, and 4. Continuing the 3rd time through the batting order against Liberatore. 87 pitches through 5 shutout on 4 base hits. That's all in the corner. He's walked 1. He struck out 5, and a right-hander starts to throw. Looks like Zach McAllister in left center. Ortiz line shot left center field. That could split the gap. It'll 2-hop the wall, hit the bottom of it. Coulter picks it up. He's got a good arm. They'll throw and hit the cutoff man into second easily, standing as Ortiz. 4 of 6 with the leadoff batter on against Liberatore today. First extra base hit, previous 4 were all singles.
And Memphis getting a right-hander loosened up in the bullpen. We'll see if Liberatore can bear down after giving up that double.
This is Colton Cowser here, left on left. Cowser's first hit of his series. Last time at the plate, breaking ball, that's a strike. Really good looking breaking ball there. Starts him off 0-2. Cowser a fielder's choice in the first. That time he was batting with the runner at second base. Doing so here as well, nobody out. Goes upstairs. Crowd still starting to filter in a little bit in terms of getting out from under the overhang with the rain and skies starting to clear up a bit. Good showing down that third base line. Jam shot foul.
A lot of action in the berms, too. You wake up today and you see the rain, and everybody's first thought was, maybe it's just going to do this all day, but it's cleared up.
That hit him in the back of the head. I'm going to say in the helmet.
That was odd.
Just did graze it.
Throw behind the batter like that.
Pius will go out to talk to Liberatore. Of course, that does put the double play in order. Still nobody out. Also, the tying run will go on base. Tyler Nevin 0-for-2 with a strikeout against Liberatore so far today. 94 pitches now for Matthew. Trying to get through this sixth inning. Yet to allow a run just yet. That's just going to miss low, 86 miles an hour. Haven't shown some power in this series. He's homered and did homer in both ends of the doubleheader back on Thursday. They were both in the seventh inning of those. Ground ball up the middle, could be. Ball to Keen, turn throw, right on the money to Yepes. Shoots off the bag, makes sure Ortiz stays at third. Big double play there.
Nice work from Liberatore to work back here. And he gets a bouncer, was looking for it. Felt like Gutierrez pounded, or make that Nevin, pounded that one into the ground.
Returning test in the game, first baseman number 12, Kelvin Gutierrez.
Gutierrez 1-for-2. Stopped by Pajes. Most pitches for Liberatore since the 7th of August at Jacksonville. Tossed 99 on 6 innings, struck out 10. As that one struck towards center field, Hurst, flat-footed, makes the play. Liberatore allows the first two to reach, including a leadoff double. Nods his head as he comes in. 6 shutout from Libby. 2-0 Redbirds. 2-0 bottom 6. Redbirds lead. Cowser for his pitch to Baker. Misses. Should say Sulcer. Cowser's in center field, Jack. Not sure where I got that one. Colton was hit by a pitch at the top half of this inning. That popped up and out of play. Look at Baker 1-for-2. Singled in the second, fly to right in the 4th inning. Birds have scored in back-to-back frames, one in the fourth, one in the fifth. Swing and miss. Sulzer did well, though, to limit damage in that fifth inning. Of course, Redbirds got the bases loaded with just one out. RBI base hit for Hurst with one out in the inning as that's popped up out of play. I made it 2-0, but then you had Yepez and Gomez to the plate, and you're thinking, all right, big things. Yepez battles in an at-bat, a couple big swings. He ends up striking out. And Gomez gets a hold of one, but just slightly missing the barrel, flies to left. Baker takes that low and away. Full count. Pretty similar story to a couple of the threats late in the game last night. Got the tying run to the plate, 3 consecutive frames. Bounced straight back. Didn't do anything in the 7th. Same story at the 8th. Got 2 in the 9th. Stranded that tying run 90 feet away.
Overall this season, Memphis has had one of the better batting averages with runners in scoring position. But over the last month or so, they have struggled.
Good battle from Baker here. He's done that well the last few games. Had a 9-pitch at bat last night. Unfortunately for him, it ended in a strikeout, but starting to get that process back. Line drive turns into a little slice. Little lob wedge there from Luke Baker for a base hit.
Inserted into the lineup late today, and 2 hits to his ledger.
Now batting for your Redbirds left fielder, number 40, Clint Coulter.
Improves him now to 3 for 13 this week. Clint Coulter grounded into a double play and fly to left. The big pull shift on him. It's that one well out towards left. Back towards the track. Martin, he's going to run out of room. CC with 6. 4-0 Redbirds.
That one was a mile high. I mean, just this arcing shot that was headed towards the berm, and he just keeps producing. It's unbelievable.
He's now hit safely in 38 of the 41 games he's played. And one of those appearances, a pinch hit. That's a strike. Pedro Pajes 0 for 2 at the plate. Adding some more support for Liberatore has been phenomenal. 6 shutout innings. Looks like Zach McAllister will have the 7th inning. That's a ground ball, just foul wide of third. Andy Rosenberg right on the case. He hasn't been tested today with any check swing yet.
Not a lot from the lefties.
Still emphatic enough on that foul ball call, though. Oh, 2 to Pedro. Line shot, base hit. Redbirds are seeing it out of the hands of Sulzer. That's 6 hits against him.
Now batting for your Redbirds, their baseman, number 8.
And it's good to see Memphis, after you mentioned it, in the 5th inning, stranding a lot of runners aboard. You know, they get that huge homer from Coulter. Gives you a little breathing room, and maybe the offense can just continue off that momentum.
Corey will take one at the knees. Base hit his last time, extend that on-base streak to 15, hitting streak to 9. Ground ball. Third baseman Grenier trying to start 2. Spangenberg slightly beats it out. Pie's out at second.
Now batting for your Redbirds, second baseman number 28, Alberto O'Keefe.
Spangenberg aboard on the fielder's choice. O'Keefe, the 9-hole batter. That'll miss slow. Double his last time. That brought Spangenberg to third base. Stranded at third was Baldacchini in that inning. That's away. Of course, Spangenberg ended up scoring on that base hit from Scott Hurst. 2 RBIs from Hurst, 2 RBIs from Clint Coulter, each with a home run. Ground ball sharply, that'll go foul. This time called by home plate umpire David Martinez with Rosenberg behind the mound. Ground ball left side. That's going to get into for a base hit. Second hit for Baldacchini today and 11th for the Redbirds. First and second for the top of the order.
Shortstop number 3, Kramer Robertson.
Memphis bottom half with 4 base hits in the inning. Started on the leadoff single from Lucan Baker. Coulter homered, Pahey singled, Baldacchini a base hit. Thomas inside to Kramer Robertson. He walked to load the bases in that fit. 0-for-2 with 2 strikeouts, both swinging. Rodriguez thought for a half second about throwing behind the runner at second in Spangenberg. Callister still ready in that left center field bullpen. Started warming in the top half of this 6th inning. Liberatore still in the dugout with a towel over his left shoulder. 2-all, swing and a miss. Currently standing right next to Ivan Herrera, between he and Yepes, right near the dugout entrance. Rodriguez couldn't find it. 390 feet for the Redbirds base runners. Second and third with 1 out. Infield will come in again for the Tides. Righty starts throwing in their bullpen. 3-1 count on Kramer Robertson, leadoff man in this Redbirds order. Taps that one right behind home plate. Looks like Ryan Conroy out there for the Tides. 3-2. Up and in, ball 4. Kramer, guess what? Walks. Leader on the team in that category. Another free pass for him. Loads the bases again for Scott Hurst. Right guy to load the bases in front of today. Home run back in the fourth. Base hit with them loaded back in the fifth. And after a Kramer Robertson walk, and they'll talk about it on the mound. This is the second time in the last 4 appearances that Sulcer's allowed 7 hits. Not just 3 runs, but in a 3-inning outing against Durham back on August 18th, 3 innings, 7 hits, 4 runs, all earned, allowed 1 homer. Walked just 1, struck out 1, threw 55 pitches in that one. He's thrown 50 here. That's for Hurst to really blow it open. Middle infield will play back in the shift, both to the right of second base. Gutierrez in at first. Halfway in is Grenier at third. First pitch, low and away. Tough proposition for Sulcer because hot bat today and Hurst at the plate. Then dangerous hitters Yepes and Gomez looming after. Way ahead. That's a home run hack on 82.
Why not 2?
Really making sure they get low. 3 balls and a strike. Hurst 2 for 3. Laps that one off the end of the bat. Full count. Memphis already 2 runs in the inning, looking for more. Hurst will dig back in. 3-2 count, 1 out, they're loaded. That one's in the air, left field line. That's going to find some seats. The one towards that left field line. Will end up in that same spot.
Well, he's right on it.
Hurst will see an 8th pitch in this at bat. Six pitches to Robertson. 9 to Baker to lead off the inning on a single. That really set the tone. That's jam shot, pop up. Infield fly roll in effect. Caught anyway by Ortiz. 2 outs.
Unfortunate there. Was really tagging that outside pitch, trying to spoil it. And then he just gets dealt an inside fastball.
Another chance for Yepes with the bases loaded, but it's going to be against a different pitcher. Jeff Kunkel out there to take the ball from Sulcer. Redbirds with 2 in the 6th, looking to add more. Still 2 outs. And the bases loaded, they lead 4-0. Bases loaded and 2 outs for Juan Yepez. Struck out swinging with the bases loaded back in the 5th. That was against Bo Sulcer. Now he'll face Ryan Conroy. Conroy, a man that started Game 1 in this series back on Tuesday. Redbirds jumped all over him. 4 runs in 3 innings on 5 hits. Yepez 0 for 3 today. Conroy will step off. They want to recycle those signs. Redbirds went on to win that ball game Tuesday 12-0. 4-0 here in the 6th. Out off the back foot of Juan Yepez. Tossed 60 pitches in that game back on Tuesday. Part of the big reason why he walked, or I should say allowed 4 runs, he walked 4 as well. Busts that one outside. 5 hits. Yepez was 0 for 2 against him though. A strikeout and a ground out to second. One. 4 hits in this inning, a walk. One of those hits, a 2-run home run from Clint Coulter. That's how the Redbirds have scored. It's touched foul, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs for Yepez at the plate. Two off the end of the bat. Second baseman Westberg goes back onto the infield dirt to end the frame. Redbirds get 2, but leave them loaded for the 2nd consecutive inning. It's 4-0 Memphis. We ended the 7th. Memphis Redbirds Radio Network and MILB.TV. After 6 strong and scoreless innings for Matthew Liberatore, one of his best outings of the year, he'll make way for the right-handed pitcher Zach McAllister. McAllister will face 6, 7, 8 Martin Diaz and Grenier here at the top of the 7th. 4-0 Memphis. Ooh, that one must have missed up, maybe outside. Thought it would have been strike 1. Instead, it's ball 1. And a 92-mile-an-hour fastball up there. The side winding righty. Same spot, same call. We were asking for consistency earlier in the series. We get it this time. McAllister's first appearance of this series. Last came in, should say second appearance of the series, a third of an inning. Was back on Tuesday. That's outside. He struck out the only man he saw. It's game number 51 for that right-handed veteran. 3 balls and a strike to Martin. He's 0 for 2. Reached on a fielder's choice in the 2nd. That's off the end of the bat. We'll make it a full count. Give you the final line on Liberatore here. 6 innings, 5 hits, no runs. 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. ERA down to 5.10. In line for the victory. Three-two pitch. Out of the way. Martin stays alive. Easy pickings for Gomez out there on right. Slow jaw. First down.
Now, right fielder number 17, Steele. Diaz.
Diaz 1 for 2 today. A couple hard hit balls. Of course, Spangenberg made the nice play to start the 5th inning against him last time. A rolling ball down the third base line. A big hack. This is the pitch, though. 8-8 on the radar gun. So, Jack, a conversation from earlier. Who was the 4th on the list? Strikeouts on the Redbirds pitching staff. The guy on the mound right now, 80 strikeouts in 58 1/3 coming into play here. Fastball is up and in.
Yeah, he's led the bullpen for basically the whole season.
He's been so consistent. ERA at 3.99 after getting it out today. 2-1. Elvis high.
Yeah, the ERA has not been the best indicator for how McAllister has pitched this year for Memphis. As with all relievers, it's been subject to, you know, a handful of bad outings.
James shot. And that's the second best of anybody that's thrown more than 30 innings. Only guy better is Jake Woodford, 314 and 43 frames. For 2. Excuse me, foul ball.
He comes in every day. He gets his body ready. You know, he's doing a lot of things to make sure that he's ready to go play, that his body is warmed up, a lot more than a lot of other guys in the locker room.
That's on the corner, strike 3. Diaz knew it right away. Got him looking there. Again for McAllister, that's strikeout number 81, now in 59 even innings pitched.
Now batting third baseman number 6, Caden Grenier.
He's only 5 behind Parsons, a guy that has thrown more than 50 innings more. That's Anthony's.
That's the kind of stuff he has. I mean, you can see it. Almost submarine sidewinder with a fastball that darts in on righties and away from lefties.
That's in the out towards right center field. Hurst drifts over. 1-2-3 inning for Zach McAllister. Another 0 for Memphis pitching. Comes in the 7th. Let's stretch. Moises Gomez steps in to lead off the bottom of the 7th. Cleanup batter in right field today. 2 for 3, 2 singles. First pitch is inside from Ryan Conroy. Conroy got the final out of the 6th inning. Got Yepes to pop out to the second baseman Westberg with the bases loaded. Chopper. Short hop pick by Grenier, fires across. Not an easy play, and he made it.
No, he's always had a really good glove, whether that's at short, at third, at second. And we've seen him in left this series as well. Grenier touted for it coming out of Oregon State. And flashing the leather there.
Lukenbaker did not see Conroy back on Tuesday. That'll miss outside. Big base hit for him back in the 6th. 2 for 3 today. Of course, that base hit was ahead of Clint Coulter's 2-run homer. Takes that one low and away. Redbirds have scored in 3 straight innings. 1 run in the 4th, 1 more in the 5th, and that 2-run shot from Coulter in the 6th. Baker, big swing. That tailed away from him. Of course, you'd love to get even more on that scoreboard. You lead 4-0 here, but the pitching efforts of Liberatore, 6 shutout. McAllister looks like he's going to stay in the game. An easy 1-2-3-7. That'll be in there for a strike. You want to reward them and also give them even more room to work with, because we've seen that Norfolk offense really turn it on in bunches. Had a 4-run inning in the 4th last night. That's fouled away. They've had 3-run inning, another 4-run inning. Those both coming in the doubleheader.
They don't go quietly. They've had 5 hits today.
3-2. Lucan will work the count yet again.
You mentioned it at the top of the game. You do have the firearms in the bullpen, though.
It's outside. Baker walks on for the 3rd time.
You have McAllister for another. You might have Pacheco.
Now batting for your Redbirds, left fielder.
You have probably Genesis Cabrera.
Coulter.
One to Clint Coulter. That home run his last time. Didn't use Cody Whitley last night either. 1-0 pitch. That's outside corner. That's hit well towards center. Slight looping route, but made the play. Kauser. Baker goes back to first. I mean, all Coulter does is hit the ball hard, even the double play.
That ball was smoked.
Pedro Paez, he's 1 for 3 as well. 2 outs, bottom 7, runner at first base. Pretty solid attendance given the rain that threatened. That will miss just low and in. 3,792. The first 1,500 getting Pujols chairs. That's a line shot out toward right. In now over. Diaz ends the inning. Redbirds hit the ball hard, but only have a walk to show for it. Can't score. We're through 7. 4-0 Memphis. Jack Effer returns with the play-by-play. Look at that.
Combination of Matthew Liberatore and Zach McAllister has held Norfolk scoreless over the first 7 innings. And here we are in the 8th. McAllister back on the mound, his 2nd inning in relief. First pitch glides outside to the 9-hitter, Ramon Rodriguez. Catcher 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Jordan Westberg, leadoff hitter, awaits on deck. The 1-0. It's fouled away. 3 up and 3 down in the 7th for McAllister. He got 2 flyouts and a strikeout. And this will be the 17th time this season that McAllister going an inning plus in relief. 1-1 pitch is popped up on the infield. Should be no problem for Corey Spangenberg. Now it's Robertson, but Spangenberg makes a catch. No harm, no foul. There's both of them coming up smiling. Memphis has shut out the Tides in this series. That was way back on Tuesday. A 12-0 victory. That's the last time that Memphis has won. They've lost 4 straight games. Jordan Westberg swings and skies his pitch on the infield. Again, Spangenberg towards the left side of the mound makes a catch. 2 high infield pop-ups for Zach McAllister to start off the frame.
Now batting shortstop number 38, Joseph Ortiz.
34-year-old. Lives around Peoria, Illinois. And went to Illinois Valley Central High School. Was originally a third-round pick by the New York Yankees in 2006. First pitch misses outside to Joey Ortiz. He's 1 for 3. One-0. Missed outside, but a good spot. Five hits for the Tides, and Ortiz the only extra base hit, that double in the 6th. 2-0 pitch, and there's a strike call. Infield push back to outfield straight away for Ortiz, and the 2-1. Fouled away. Ortiz has displayed a lot of power in this series. Has stayed on McAllister here with the count even 2-2. The pitch. Missed outside. McAllister thought it was strike 3. Just 25 pitches for him through these inning and 2/3. Looking to make it 2 complete, facing the minimum. 3-2 pitch. Called strike 3 on the outer half. McAllister's got a smile on his face coming off the mound. Another 1-2-3 inning for the right-hander. Bottom 8 coming up. Memphis leading 4-0. Corey Spangenberg to step in left side against Ryan Conroy. Bottom 8, Memphis leading 4-0. First pitch. Fastball that's upstairs. Spangenberg 1 for 3. Extended his on-base streak to 15 games now. The 1-0. Fastball down the middle. There's a strike. Much different appearance here for Conroy. Came into the 6th, got the final out, and then he set down the side after a walk in the 7th. Originally, Conroy starting the game on Tuesday, and he gave up 4 runs on 4 walks in 4 innings. Spangenberg back in, and now the 1-2 pitch. Missed high. Big pull shift to the right side. And the third baseman, Grenier, playing in the shortstop spot. 2-2. Touched foul. Hudson tried to catch it barehanded, then he pats Tommy Parsons standing next to him, who was not going to get out of the way if that came near him. Two again. Swing and a miss. Conroy going with the soft stuff, and he fools Spangenberg for the first out. First strikeout for Conroy. And now Roberto Baldocchini, who's had a great return to the lineup. 2 for 3 with a double, and he's in right side. First pitch. Swing and a miss. Looks like Cody Whitley getting loosened up in the Redbirds bullpen. The 0-1. That misses low and outside. So Whitley will likely have the 9th. 1-1 skips in. Conroy with the 2-1. Breaks a pitch in the zone. Baldocchini certainly not going to swing at that pitch. Now the 2-2 from the windup. Wave and a miss as Baldachin fooled. Conroy, 2 straight strikeouts.
Now batting for your Redbirds, shortstop, number 3.
Offense has had a good day. They absolutely could have had more. And depending on what Norfolk does in the top of the 9th, they'll be thinking about the 5th and 6th innings when they stranded the bases loaded. Robertson chops this one foul. Leadoff man 0 for 2 with 2 walks in his last 2 plate appearances. Now the 0-1. Breaks in there for strike 2. Conroy going quickly with the 0-2. Touched foul off the end of the bat. The pitch. Missed outside. And the 1-2 now. Breaking ball missed low. Robertson, a tough hitter to strike out, even though he has struck out twice today. Really good at fouling pitches off. The 2-2. Slider missed outside, and Robertson works the count full. The 3-2 pitch to Robertson. Swinging a line drive into left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Robertson thinking 2. Up with it is Martin. The throw goes in. The head first slide is in time. Kramer Robertson dives himself into second base. There was a moment of hesitation. And he wanted that double, and he got it. Really the first blemish for Ryan Conroy, and now Justin Ramsey, the pitching coach, is going to have a chat with him. Ninth double on the season for Robertson. That's with Memphis. Overall, his 12th. So he has reached his last 3 plate appearances, and now Scott Hurst will step in looking to add another. Responsible for 2 of the 4 runs scored, had a solo home run and an RBI single. And will bat left side against Conroy. Pull shift to the right side. 2 down here in the bottom of the 8th. And Conroy deals. That's down the middle for a strike. Hurst, that on base percentage ticking up near 400. And it's been above the 400 mark for the better half of a month. 0-1. Missed inside. Since August 9th, he has drawn 17 walks, and he has struck out just 10 times. Added a home run today. And Conroy's going to step off. Diaz way off the line in right field. Same goes for Martin in left. 1-1 is slapped foul. Hurst was the last batter that Bo Sulcer faced. Spoiled a couple of pitches before popping up to the shortstop on the infield. Now the 1-2 pitch from Conroy. Hit dips low. Two. Saw stuff missed outside. That's a good pitch though from Conroy. Try and slow down the bat of Hurst with the changeup outside. Hurst has worked the count full. He's got Juan Yepes on deck. Payoff pitch. Swinging a high fly into shallow right center field. It's Kauser, the center fielder, camping under it to make the catch. And that will do it for Memphis. They strand another runner in scoring position, but they head to the ninth with a 4-0 lead. Cody Whitley coming into the ballgame to close this one out and snap a 4-game skid for the Redbirds. Cody Whitley, the new pitcher on the mound for Memphis, in to close out the ninth. Not a save situation as the Redbirds lead 4-0. But looking to preserve the shutout here. Crowd got a good roar from the rally pig in the stands. Still in attendance. Whitley's going to face the heart of the lineup. Colton Kauser, 3-hitter, at the plate. Takes a first pitch ball outside at 91. Kauser 1 for 2, was hit by a pitch his last time up. From the stretch, right-hander deals. And the fastball's high. Kauser, Nevin, and Gutierrez. Whitley sets high and deals the 2-0. That's slapped into left field. Has good height to it. Leaping at the wall is Coulter, but he can't get it. Now fires the throw into second, and Kauser's there standing up with a double. Good effort from Clint Coulter on a line drive shot over his head. Came closer than expected at making a catch here. So now Whitley will deal with a runner in scoring position. Tyler Nevin at the dish. He's 0 for 3. Pitch from Whitley. Sliders at the top of the zone for a strike. Whitley has allowed solo home runs in his last 2 outings, including one to this guy right here, Tyler Nevin. The 0-1. Check swing, did he go? He did not. Robert Nunez not down the first base line, he's in the field. One. Check swing, and that time he did. Memphis has lost 4 straight games. Looking to pick up a win here. 1-2 delivery from Whitley. Breaking ball is lifted right side. Tough triangle here, and it's going to be Yepes, but he lets it fall on the track. Miscommunication between him and Baldoquin. They were all headed to the same spot at the same time. Yepes saw Baldoquin had a better angle at it. Then he was late to it. So new life for Nevin. Whitley looking for the first out of the ninth. 1-2. Chopper left side. Deep in the hole, Robertson, a leaping throw on a bounce, and they got him! Derek Jeter-esque from the hole. Robertson makes a great play. Nice work from Yepes to get extended at first as Kauser moves to third on the 6-3. Now Kelvin Gutierrez with a runner at third. He's 1 for 3. Right on right matchup, Whitley deals. And that's fouled off of Pajes' mask. He seems to be all right. '25th appearance on the season for Whitley at Memphis. And make that a 3.86 ERA. Gets a swing and miss from Gutierrez. The 0-2 incoming. Check swing. Did not go. Looks like Gutierrez has a rip in his pants. 1-2 pitch missed outside. That is a huge hole on the backside of his pants of his left leg. In a 2-2 count, Whitley deals a chopper. Gutierrez just got on top of that changeup. We're gonna have to get him a new pair of baseball pants. Or maybe just sew it together. I mean, that is a big old hole. 2-2. Dipped low and taken for ball 3. Gutierrez works the count back from 0-2 all the way to 3-2. Payoff pitch. Whitley. Big swing. High drive into center field. Hurst under it. Makes a catch. Tagging from third goes Kauser. Hurst is going to unleash one home. Made it closer than it would have been, but big sacrifice fly spoils the shutout in the ninth, and the Tides are on the board with 1 run. And they still trail 4-1.
Pitching for number 5, Brett Phillips.
Oh, this is awesome. Brett Phillips is going to get the pinch hit here with 2 outs in the ninth in front of a very good friend of his, Chloe Grimes, who is in attendance. They became friends earlier this year when she threw out a first pitch in Tampa Bay. They've gotten dinners together. They play tag with one another. And she's in attendance. First pitch is fouled off. Chloe is dealing with her second bout of cancer. And after she threw a first pitch, she gave him a bracelet. Brett hit a home run that game. And he was just talking about how special of a human being she is. Pitch skipped low, and the count evens 1-1. And they just struck up a friendship. And Brett, who has just been all over the place this season, went to Baltimore for a little bit, now with Norfolk. She's traveled to come and see him play. 2-1 pitch missed upstairs. And you wouldn't even know that she's dealing with her second bout of cancer. She is so bubbly and just excited to be around. 2-1 fastball is called strike 2. Phillips doesn't agree with it. And the count 2-2. So Norfolk down to their final strike. And the 2-2. Up and in. Phillips gets out of the way. Payout pitch from Whitley. Low ball 4. So Phillips draws the walk and will trot over to first base as he extends the inning.
Number 17 is Neil Diaz.
Tying run in the on-deck circle as Robert Newstrom is going to pinch hit for Caden Grenier if he can get up to the plate. Right now, Yusnil Diaz, the batter. He's 1 for 3 today. 4-1 lead for Memphis, top 9, 2 outs. First pitch is upstairs. Oh, that's a good breaking ball, but it missed out. More balls than strikes in this inning from Whitley. 12 balls, 11 strikes, 23 total pitches. And this one's fouled off. Caught a piece of Pajes, but he's all right. So the count now 2 balls and a strike. Well, maybe not all the way all right, as he's got to take some time to shake off the stinger. Two-one here to Diaz. High drive into center, but this is going to stay in the ballpark. Hurst will wait for it and make the catch. And Memphis snaps a 4-game losing streak with a 4-1.
Your Memphis Redbirds 4.